alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into?
Blah, blah, Flarkin, blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Boo-hoo.
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died? So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise him. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey! Better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon. Harsh? Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins.
You alright there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. By Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship!
Shoo! Flark off!
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't. Can't wait for Starpants to see what I do to the weapon system. It's gonna be great, right, Musclehead? Whatever.
I see you have...
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really, after Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No, Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus, sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just, it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Nova Corps, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness, and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now, with us. Man, we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen.
Watch it, Pete.
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. I am the warrior. And heart to heart, you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki, manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just... try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Could you move?
Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos' ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
He's fine for a moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defile Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. You will not elude me. That I can assure you.
I just need a few minutes. Stall him, Quill.
Why? Where are you going?
Did you mutant me? What?
So, how much is Lady H offering you anyway? Is it like a lot?
Are you making a counteroffer?
Maybe. Depends. What would it take?
Nothing.
Everyone's got a price, Glory. Even you.
I don't expect those of lower races to understand the basic principles of honor and superiority. When I commit to a contract, I follow through. Always.
Yeah, okay.
So how much for your honor then?
I cannot be bought. Certainly not by low-life scum such as yourselves. I am Glabri of the Kree Empire, and I look forward to the day when the Kree race eliminates your inferior species.
Spoken like a true Kree.
More like an arrogant a-hole.
Enough! I will not be disrespected. You will be eliminated.
Give it your best shot, Helmet Head. The Milano's gonna blow you out of the sky.
Your ship doesn't have that kind of firepower.
Scan again.
Possible.
Just a little something we picked up in the quarantine zone.
Looks like you underestimated us.
See. Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Groot, find us a channel with less butthole content.
The Flarkers are forcing it open somehow.
Feel free to panic. You're
We're taking fire!
pathetic. Please try to see. I would love it all now.
Ain't nobody running, you dog hawker. Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Just make sure you're shooting while you do it.
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
Doesn't matter. She wasted her money. These guys have really bad timing.
Another problem for our pile of problems.
We're trapped in the square. Find out what's going on.
Ain't a bad question. Stop barking orders, Groot. You don't even know how to fly her. These ships ain't dying fast enough.
There's an art to this, Rocket. We're artists. Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
Only one lethal lame brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
I got this, trust me.
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Groot, find us a channel with less butthole content.
The Flarkers are forcing it open somehow.
Feel free to panic. Your dying cries will be recorded as proof of your demise.
Feels kinda good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Normally this would be good practice, but Captain Creepy's timing is as bad as his costume.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
There's an art to this, Rocket. We're artists. Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
She'll want a payment in blood. Probably yours.
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Groot, find us a channel with less butthole content.
The Flarkers are forcing it open somehow.
Feel free to panic. Your dying cries will be recorded as proof of your demise.
Feels kinda good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Not sure how much we get out of taking down Crafty Craphole and his legion of crap. Stop barking orders, Groot. You don't even know how to fly her. These ships ain't dying fast enough.
There's an art to this, Rocket. We're artists. Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
Too much, because they ain't gonna survive this.
Where's Drax the Destroyer? Find out if he's survived.
Ain't a bad question.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
I got this, trust me.
Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Just keep watching.
These guys have really bad timing.
Starting to wish I'd stayed in dog jail.
Please try to flee. I would love to hunt you down.
Private Morning Glory's running his mouth again.
Only one lethal lame brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you. Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Still you.
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters. But my cruiser will crush you.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's, well, I'm sure it's very comfortable.
Will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
Feel that, Guardians?
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it. You get us killed, Quill. I'm gonna kill you.
Scream for me.
What you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's, well, I'm sure it's very comfortable.
I will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
Morons! Protect our ports!
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
Feel that, Guardians?
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it.
You okay in there, Cap?
Stay still and I'll show you.
Skull shoot us the worst flarkin' timing!
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive.
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
A good chunk of them anyway.
It's really pissing me off.
Yeah, I don't think these scrap sacks care if the galaxy's under siege. You know, contract.
I am Clary, warrior.
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow, talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
I am Groot. commissariat. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you?
We need to reach the World Mind, Peter, and doing nothing won't work.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name,
Designation or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, muscle frame. It might work.
Oh,
Please
fuck
state
you.
your celestial body.
Or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Sheesh. Yeah, maybe it won't work. But
Not
look
today.
at this, Scott. It's hilarious.
Finally,
In a few words,
describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because I'm a sucker.
Force justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys.
Nope.
No touching.
Alright, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas? Just pick something, Peter. Well, how about that one?
after scanning your ship,
Our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
several officer choices.
The allocation
Allocation of resources for direct communication.
with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
We should report what Raker is up to.
We should tell them about the promise.
Right. As if none of these other ships ain't already blasting about it all over the comms.
Due to the imminent termination of civilization,
We are unable to open new cases.
cases.
How about future crime?
We
We are
are
aware of the current threat, but
and
can
devote no resources toward fighting it.
thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom
Makes all future crimes irrelevant.
Groot wants you to pick World Mind.
Scroll down! Scroll down!
Centurion Co-Rel's personal communicator
has either been destroyed or disabled.
and could not be reached.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry, Quill.
Me too.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
Because that went so well with Lady Hellbender.
Only one application per cycle is permitted.
and you cannot resume a cancelled application.
Scroll back up. I think I saw someone interesting.
Does that say Nova Prime? Any idea which one?
Who even cares?
Nova Prime's identity is confidential
And communication with them is forbidden.
until further notice.
Huh. Doesn't say which one. Why even list them then? Peter, I think everyone here is too busy or dead to answer.
If you pick Kree, Quill, I'm gonna gnaw your ears off. Better than Kree. Not much better, but better.
This menu again?
Perhaps we should try another menu. Why are we letting the Terran select the language? He barely knows his own.
Wise choice, but kind of vanilla.
I did not know languages had flavors.
I can't believe this option doesn't work. This is the core. They should be helping.
Nova number 11249-44396 is out of our sensor range and unavailable for contact.
Richard Ryder. Sounds Terran.
You seriously don't know who he is?
I have yet to meet a Terran of any interest.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention? I don't think this is helping, Peter.
Thank you for attempting to be an outstanding citizen.
As all prisons are being evacuated,
Evacuated, you may self-sequester
wherever you wish.
Connecting to banking services. Connecting to banking services.
I can't believe that worked.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see. It's me, Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the
The
galaxy.
galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
Is sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
counter it.
in
Less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single
Star
star,
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3.
75.222%
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The World Mind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the Promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
We just escaped the Church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not
already know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as...
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
Are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hacked Nova Corps helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the Promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pool resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query, undertaking
taking a search protocol at this time is
advised.
now, if you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Preservation of Xandarian culture. All else
is
is
secondary.
Have you seen what your planet looks like? Zendarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
And yet after the Shatari attack, you still build the new Xandar in the same system knowing it wasn't safe.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
We merely police it to get advanced.
Advanced knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
Directive.
You have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For reasons. The Church is
Stockpiling resources. Its influence
influence has grown beyond all probabilistic
models.
Then update your models.
We
We
can
cannot
adjust
adjust our computations to the
the enemy's
enemy's
nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should
not
not
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
that is why they fail.
Ha! Drax,
Control the Nova Force, the magical energy that powers Nova Corps.
It is not
Magical. But yes,
Then how do you explain that one? Because to an outsider, it doesn't seem logical at all.
Thanos used to say it was generated by the living computers of Xandar.
the
living
living
computers of Xandar
are the Nova Force. It exists because we exist.
and we exist, therefore it does.
Sounds like you're able to harness your collective energy just like Raker with other people's faith. Maybe the way you do it can tell you how the church does.
Perhaps. You have given us new data to consider.
Guardians of the Galaxy. We will
Later. Right now, we need to
focus on our departure.
You're still leaving?
We
We
did
did not
not
make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search
search
of our databanks only revealed
a single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
Adam Warlock, the Church's original golden god. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, he perished.
in the last year of the Galactic War,
great. So no one?
we
We
are
are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
we did.
It appears that our travel
Things
preparations
are almost complete. Farewell,
Guardians
Guardians.
of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
You know what? Screw this. Cancel payment.
Peter!
What? It's not like Nova Corps is gonna come after us. They're leaving.
Exactly. They're leaving. That was our only chance to get this disabler off the Milano. We can't escape the church with a locked ship.
Who cares? By the time it activates, we'll already either be converted or dead.
Peter, we've got movement.
They're taking off.
Quill? Quill?
I see it.
Son of a schmack!
You're accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know.
Drake's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first. Come on. And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
Guys!
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the fucking water!
And if they find
Promise
us,
must
we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed
But anyways,
anyway!
guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think! Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnosis.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest. Screw Nova Corps. Shouldn't have counted on